Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to work on a layout. And this is what was in the page kit today. 6x8, a couple, scraps. And then this here from the Gardenia collection by 49 and Market. So a whole bunch of chipboard pieces. And then I have a few of our digital prints. Now, I have no idea, like literally no idea what I want to do. This is kind of what I did this morning. Just kind of did a plan for the next few days of what I want to do. And it's not even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I just hate wasting spaces. So today's Thursday and I put it on Mondays. And, I put 3 things like full, but that's because, whatever I can get done today, I'll check off. And then tomorrow, if there's stuff that I didn't get done today, I'll move it into tomorrow. And then there's Saturday. There's nothing on Saturday. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to try and get so much done this Saturday. I know it should be a day of rest, but no rest for the wicked. And I'm also still working on, oh, that's pretty, cutting out stuff for our store, like our physical products. So I'm working on that. I finished all the collections. Those are all cut up. They're all ready to go. But I'll tell you what, there's a strike here in Canada, like our postal service. And I'm like, I am not opening the store during a strike because the shipping is going to be ridiculous. Like I'd have to choose UPS or, something else that is just as expensive. So we're just going to wait. And what I'm doing is I'm just keeping, plugging away on getting stuff ready. And maybe next week we'll open it up, just the digital stuff. Like open a store, but then just do the digital stuff to do a Black Friday sale. So we'll see. I think he has quite a bit of them up. I didn't realize we had over 3,000 digital prints because we've been deleting them because our old store, we could only have 2,500 products. And then the price range just went like absolutely bonkers. So, should I do this or this? So we had been deleting stuff, like everything was still available, if that makes any sense, but some stuff was only available in bundles, not single files anymore. So, but those, we want to put them all back in because now we have unlimited products, right? So he's working on that and we're still trying to figure out, let me put it this way. I don't think the store is going to be pretty when we first open up. Just because I haven't been able to help him at all because I've been working on making some physical products and I'm learning how to use my silhouette to its potential, Like before I could bring in a file and cut it and that was it. Like if a Studio 3 file was already done, I could do that. Now I'm learning, or I learned how to make a Studio 3 file and I'm learning how to use Procreate and all that good stuff. So I'm taking our old files. I haven't started on the mushrooms yet, but I'm learning how to take our old files and turn them into cutting files so I can make die cut packs with them. So right now what I'm doing is Christmas stuff. So I did all the oh, what do you call those? The snow globes. I did all the snow globes. They're all in files ready to cut. So this afternoon, well, yeah, maybe this afternoon. I was going to say this afternoon, but I have a live this afternoon, and then Mason has a hockey game. So it's not going to be this afternoon, but maybe tomorrow I can start cutting those up, but maybe I can print them today. It's always and that is, it is on my list to do. Cut Christmas files. So everything is, I'm trying, peeps. I'm trying. Let me tell you. I was going to say, let me tell you, when I go to bed, I go to sleep. But last night, for whatever reason, I thought I heard, of course, I have earbuds in. And I thought I heard like a big bang. And I was like, what was that? And then it took me forever to fall asleep after that. Like, I even went and locked our bedroom door. I was like, what the heck was that? It was scary. There's no way I was going to get up and go check it, right? But anyway, so, and yesterday I had the baby, well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday now, I have the baby every day. And, I can't do too much with having her. I'm happy to report, though, that she's starting to sleep because she wasn't a sleeper, right? So she's starting to sleep in her naps. I think she's comfortable here now, and so she is having some nice naps. But I was still at the stage where I was like, do I start something? Not that I want to come upstairs and do anything. I think that's just too far. It's literally from one side of the house to the other. So I'd rather, if I can find stuff to do downstairs. So I was like, oh, maybe I can start filming my diamond painting videos while she's sleeping. So even if she just sleeps, let's say half an hour. Well, that's half an hour. And then the next day I can do another half hour. She's been sleeping like almost 2 hours every day. So, and, it's not that I haven't been doing nothing. I've been editing videos, doing voiceovers. I have to put videos up on Patreon. I did that this week. And, then I thought, you've been wanting to do some cooking videos. So that's downstairs. So I could maybe do that. Like, I'm just trying to think of different things that I could do while she's sleeping. And some days I'm just exhausted. Like this week, there was a lot of that. I was just exhausted. So one day I just sat there and I read, because I was just exhausted. I tried to sleep, no go. So I just sat there and I read. And did I read? No, that was on Sunday. I read a lot on Sunday. Monday, I listened to a podcast. I'm right into podcasts lately. So anyway, I listened to a podcast. And but I'm like, oh, maybe now that she has good naps, you could actually get a few things done. What I need to do is, I have a camera in her room, right? And maybe what I can do, and the app, of course, is on my phone, but and I film with my phone. So I need to put the app on my iPad, and then I could come upstairs and even film videos upstairs, because then I could have her on my iPad, and then I can watch her, and then I can tell when she wakes up. And I'd hear her. I have volume, right? So I could hear her too. So, because there's no way I could hear her from up here to downstairs. So if I have it on my iPad, then maybe, things like videos for YouTube and, the coloring videos, or even, you know, a clean with me or organize with me, I could do those, you know. You know what? I'm going to cut this in half. Instead of using 2 pieces, I'm just going to use this one, and then I can use the other one another time, because this is more than enough. I love that. So it's just been, you know, go, 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 go all the time. I don't think I'd want it any other way. It's just some days I'm like, okay, I need to pause. Not stop, but maybe pause and just take a breath, you know. I need to be good to myself too and just rest a little bit. And sometimes when I say I'm resting, I'm actually have a computer on my lap and I am creating files and learning. Like I took a little class here on how to use Procreate. Now I listened through it once and now I have to go through and actually apply it. You know what I mean? Like actually do it. So that's going to be fun. And, you know, for now, the physical products are going to be die cuts, large die cuts, sticker sheets, which I taught myself how to do those, and flares. After Christmas, we're going to try and do like maybe washi tapes. And we're not going to bring in a whole bunch of that stuff, right? Like we're going to start with just a little bit, but washi tapes, notepads, like weekly planners, that kind of stuff, you know, with our digital files, you know, use the cute illustrations that he created and make different products with it. I have a sublimation printer, you know, and I've been using it a lot for, you know, Mason's hockey team, but I'm like, you can make stuff too, you know. Like I want to make coasters, mouse pads. I need a mouse pad for me. There's actually like, I guess a kit or whatever on Amazon that I want to try. And it's like different things. So I don't have to buy like 100 of, let's say, mouse pads. You know what I mean? And I can just try it out and see what it looks like. So I'm looking forward to trying that. Oh, I just see this and come away in that Broadway, come from away. It's the one with 9/11 and how people landed in Newfoundland, and you know, like it was overwhelming because they're just a really small province, and how they just opened up their homes and their hearts for everyone that, you know, ended up there. And I saw that in New York, and oh my gosh, I loved it. Anyway, they're coming to my city, and it's like, I think there's 4 Broadways. 4. But they're selling it that you have to buy the ticket for all 4, which I would love to go see all 4, but it's a lot of money. So I'm like, oh, I wish I had the money. I would totally buy it and go see all 4. I would totally do that. I just love Broadway. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that was just announced this week. And I was like, oh, I want to go so bad. But again, Mason got asked to go to like a hockey school. And it's every Wednesday. And that was more than what they want for the Broadway. So I was like, you know, like we gotta pay for that. So maybe someday, it'll be about me. Maybe someday. And then his hockey stick, he outgrew his hockey stick, so we had to buy him a new hockey stick, and they are not cheap. About the same price as his hockey school, actually almost to the dollar. So it's a lot of money in a month, you know? So I'm like, and Christmas is coming. If Christmas wasn't coming, then I'd be like, okay. But Christmas is coming, and you know, like, you gotta buy gifts. Dave and I haven't bought gifts for each other in years. It's like, no, like, it's already kind of ridiculous for just, you know, and we've cut down a lot. Like before, it was so crazy. Like it was almost, tell me how, you know, you guys, like before we would spend like $3,000 or $4,000 at Christmas. And I said to Dave, I said, it's come to the point that, you know, like I almost hate the season because it's just too much. And I said, and I'm sure other people, it's the same. It's like, it just doesn't make sense, you know? So he's like, oh no, I don't want to. Anyway, we, you know, cause it was like all the sisters, all the husbands, all the, you know, nieces and nephews, then they were old enough to have kids too. So it was all their kids too. And it was just like, it was a lot. It was a lot, right? So they were feeling the crunch too, because it's a lot, you know? So anyway, when he talked to them about it, they were like, oh, I'm so glad you brought it up because yes, it's a lot. And I said, see, you know? And so anyway, it's been cut a lot. And I told them this year that it's going to be cut, you know, again. Because they're all adults now. Like, I'm still going to do, like, the kids, like Lexi and Mason. Absolutely, you know, and my nephew. But, like, my 3 kids, like, you're all adults. Like, one is, you know, 37 years old. You know, like, so I said, we're not going to spend as much as we used to, peeps. Not going to happen. And that's all there is to it. It shouldn't be stressful, right? It shouldn't be stressful. And I think it's because, too, like, both our vehicles needed major work this year. That hasn't happened to us in a long time, but both vehicles needed major work. So just makes it a little stressful. And the price of gas is ridiculous, and the price of groceries is ridiculous, and you know, you gotta make sure to not overextend yourself, you know. Okay, I'm gonna do a lot of handmade stuff, so I'm gonna make them, you know, like scentsy candles, like in the little packets. I'm gonna make my own. So I'm going to make some of those. They don't watch my videos, so some of those for everybody. I'm going to make aprons for everybody. I'm going to use my sublimation machine and make aprons. And what else? What else? Oh, everybody loves those Scrub Daddies sponges, so I'm going to make those. I'm going to make a cleaner for the sink. I'm going to make a spray cleaner. And I'm going to get them a bottle and a spray cleaner, that kind of stuff, you know. So it's still going to be, you know, quite a bit of stuff. But okay, let me see here. Let me see. Christmas is just on the brain because here it is, November 21st. So it's a month away. So that means, is it only 2 paychecks? No way. No, no, no. It can't just be 2 paychecks. It's got to be at least 3 paychecks, right? I hope it's 3 paychecks. I got to check that as soon as I'm done this video. And then I got to say, okay, this week we'll get this much and, you know, whatever. Divide it between the 3 paychecks. And go from there. Ooh, and some things I wanted to do too. Maybe I'll do little videos on it if I have time. I'd like to do, like maybe like make tins of like muffin mix and that kind of stuff. You know, I haven't really thought it through yet, but so that, you know, they can just like throw that in there, and then I'll have to tape the recipe right on it, and it'll be like, I don't know, I'm just making this up, but, you know, add half a cup of oil and, you know, a cup of water or whatever, milk or whatever is needed, and then just mix and put it in, you know, so that they can do stuff like that, like maybe biscuits. I don't know. Maybe I can make them some freezer meals too, right? Because they all work. It's all crazy. So little freezer meals. To me, to buy something and then it doesn't get, you know what I mean? Like it's not used. It's kind of wasted. So Lexi, I know what I'm getting her. I'm getting her a little tea set. And I'm getting her one of those things that you bring up to the counter. And then they can come up and, you know, cook with you. Because, yes, she's going to cook with me. So I can't wait. So I'm getting her one of those, and the little chair. And those stand things, they're not cheap. And a little chair to sit. You know, she doesn't watch a lot of TV. But at the end of the day, I find that she's exhausted. I'm exhausted. So that's usually when we'll watch Miss Rachel. And we learn stuff at the same time. And I'll do it with her, you know. And then we put Taylor Swift on and we dance. And she loves Little Bitty from Alan Jackson because she has a sweatshirt that says it's okay to be little bitty. So then every time, you know, she wears it, I started putting it on, but now she just bops every time she hears it, right? So, and the little things, maybe I could take a picture of her in that sweatshirt and put that there. I can maybe put this, best of times. And it's her favorite time of day. She just snuggles right up and we dance. And then I say, give me your hand. She puts her little hand in mine and we, you know, I dance with her. I'm trying to teach her to two-step. I'm having fun with her. She is so good. She's so good. It's just, you know, the rest of the week, then I'm like, oh, I hit the ground running. This morning, I meant to get up at 8 and just go, but where I didn't sleep very well, I'm like, you know what? I still woke up at 8, but then I watched a video, and then I got up, and I made my coffee, and I said to Dave last night, I'm like, I always make my coffee, and then I go upstairs, and then my coffee gets cold because, you know, I forget to drink it. So today, I'm going to make my coffee, I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to make my list of things I want to do. So I'm going to spend maybe 10 minutes doing that. But then it'll be, you know, then I'll drink my coffee, and I'll have my list done. And that's exactly what I did, and it worked. You know, I got my list done. I drank my coffee. Everything was all good. Maybe I can do that over here just to kind of, I don't know. I'm keep thinking I want 3 things there, but I'm not sure it's working. Maybe. I like this. It's all good. Maybe I can do the little one up there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I can put maybe a little butterfly. Now I'm going to have that song in my head the whole time. My gosh. She's funny. She's a funny kid. We always tell her, you give the best hugs, because she just snuggles right in. She loves hugs. And I say, I'm going to kiss you. And then she opens her neck, because I always kiss her like in the neck, like, and she just opens her neck like, okay. Oh, she's funny. She is funny. And it's so funny that maybe about a month or so before we found out she was pregnant, we had gone to a restaurant, and there was a mom and a dad, and they were taking turns holding the baby, and it was a newborn. And I said to Dave, I said, oh, we won't experience that anymore, you know, that the snuggles of, you know, a baby. And then a month later, we found out that she was pregnant. It was like, yes. So sometimes you just put it out in the universe. I'm maybe looking at this as, you know, a whole thing. Or, I don't know what to do. I do not know. Sometimes it's really clear what I want to do, you know? But this time it's not clear. Like if these were just a little bigger, like if they were maybe this size, it would fit perfect there. 1, 2, 3. You know? But they're a little too small. And then these butterflies, the butterflies might work. I'm like, they don't really work with the theme, but you know, they're little bitty too. So maybe it'll work. Okay, let me see. Maybe I can do that. Maybe I can put the It's All Good in the middle like I thought. This one feels heavier, so maybe I can put them in the bottom. Decisions. Great times with you. I don't know. Your pure magic. A sweet life. One fine day. Food, friends, sunshine. You are a work of art. The very best. I don't know. I feel like I'm overthinking it. Do you know? Ooh, what if okay. You know how I said I want the circle to be bigger? What if Pretty Little Things. If I do something like that and then take a pen and do a bigger circle around it. So it'll give it the illusion that it's bigger. And then I can do polka dots and stuff everywhere else. Maybe I can do red. There's more red than pink. So maybe Pure Beauty. Now, this is going to be the scary part because it's directly on the sheet. How about if we do a little test on this? It doesn't have to be perfect. This is where I'm like, oh, but on Procreate, I could just go, you know, you hold it and hold the thing and it makes the circle perfect. Even though you can't draw a perfect circle. I think that'd be okay. Or should I do a stitch around it? Like, should I do a stitch? Like that? Yeah, maybe a stitch would be better. I think I'd have more control. I mean, it's a little wonky there because I was just going to do it quickly. But I think I'll have a little bit more control. Now, the fun part is going to be to get these as straight as possible. There we go. Okay, holding my breath here. How about if this pen I don't think is good because it keeps skipping. So I gotta find something that is not skipping. Maybe this little micron pen. I still try them because yes, when I did my drawers, I threw out all the pens, but they can dry out at any time, right? So, okay, let's see if we can do this. Ooh, already off to a good start. Totally crooked. It's okay. The great thing about scrapbooking, it's okay. You know, it's okay to be little bitty, but it's also okay to not be perfect. I mean, we can strive to do the best that we can, but it's okay to not be perfect. It's all good. Okay. There we go. And you know what's weird? I broke this wrist, right? And lately, it's this wrist that hurts, like a lot. And I'm like, wait a second. I mean, this hurts too. Like today, it's kind of rainy and stuff and cold. My wrist is hurting. But this one is just randomly like really painful, which is just weird. So I'm going to do my typical, just the dots on the page, like that. I'll do a one there. Oh, what is on the page there? Well, I need to do another two, like that. And then I'll do a bunch of ones. I think the one dot is easier to kind of get away with, you know. So we'll just do a bunch of them. And then I also like to do a few little X's. Like that. And should I do a stitch on those two sides? I think I will. I think I will. We'll do a little stitch and then this will make more sense. You know? So we'll do a little stitch. So I'll have to ask my daughter next week to put the little bitty shirt in her thing, and then I'll take a picture right away. And you know what? The pictures went on 10 cents again, but it was during a tournament, and I just didn't have time. Like, I am the one that films all the games and I edit the games and I put them up. And, you know, I also put them up on YouTube and I make a PDF file for all the parents. And I don't wait till the end of the year to do that. Yes, I put it up on Facebook, but I also do that. So I do it at the same time. Because if I waited at the end of the year, it would be overwhelming, right? So, but it's a lot of work. I don't mind it. Don't get me wrong. But some things are just not going to get done. And ordering pictures was that thing that didn't get done last week. And that's okay. I'll get it. It'll come back on special or on sale. And not on special, on sale. And I'll get it ordered then, you know? Okay. Doing my best over here. Doing my best. Okay, I like that. Just adding those dots and those stitches, it just added that little something that it needed. You know what I was noticing? There was, I think these, I'm going to have to change them because they were leaving little things all over, and then that's what is on here. So this will put November 2024, and this was YouTube, and I think it's Scrap 1030. So I have 1030 scrapbook process video on my YouTube channel. But that's it. That is going to complete this page. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.